Hi, let's take a look at the overview of the nerves serving the lower limb. So let's start with the anterior thigh. So just to orient ourselves again, there's medial, there's a lateral. It probably would be good to acknowledge the femoral triangle. The sartorius has been cut, but that's the lateral border of it. Here's adductor longus, and then if we were to go across the inguinal ligament, there's our femoral triangle, and the contents of this include the femoral nerve, the femoral artery, the femoral vein, and there's also, but not included in this, maybe we could see a little bit with the vein here, lymphatics in this space as well. So kind of going from lateral to medial, nerve, artery, vein, lymphatics in this femoral triangle. So the femoral nerve, which we can see rather gracefully fanning out or ramifying here, is the innervation to the anterior compartment of the thigh. Moving right along to the medial thigh, let's remind ourselves of the muscles that we're discussing here at the medial thigh. That would be these beauties. Also from the lumbar plexus is the obturator nerve. The medial thigh is supplied by blood by the obturator artery as well as the deep artery of the thigh, but its innervation is the obturator nerve, as we can see there. As we move to the posterior, the posterior leg is serviced predominantly by the tibial division of the sciatic nerve, or the tibial nerve. So here, both tibial and fibular divisions are bound together as the sciatic, which looks as a very robust nerve. And here we're in the popliteal fossa, and we can see that sciatic nerve branching into a a common fibular as well as the tibial, and that common fibular is then going to branch into the superficial fibular and the deep fibular, as we'll see. But it's this tibial division that's the bulk of the innervation to the posterior thigh, and then it's the innervation to the posterior leg as well. So the tibial nerve is kind of like the radial nerve of the lower limb. As we look at the anterior leg, so tibialis anterior, extensor digitorum longus, and extensor hallucis longus muscles. So these would be the muscles that are just lateral to the tibia bone, which is there. These are innervated by the deep fibular nerve, or the deep peroneal nerve, which we can see running down through there. That's the innervation to the anterior leg. That deep fibular nerve is coming from the common fibular that we discussed there. That common fibular nerve actually has a very classic anatomical relationship to the head and neck of the fibula there, such that if there's any injury to that area, we lose both deep and superficial fibular nerves. So we're losing innervation to the anterior and the lateral leg, which is going to make locomotion difficult, and that's going to give us symptoms of foot drop. So we lose our ability to dorsiflex the foot and extend the digits from our anterior compartment of the leg, and we lose our ability to evert the foot by losing the lateral innervation to the lateral compartment of the leg, which is very problematic from a gait perspective. The lateral leg receives its innervation from the superficial fibular or peroneal nerve, coming down, of course, from that common fibular nerve. And these fibular division muscles, or the compartments served by the fibular division, are the anterior muscles, which we can see here, and the lateral muscles, which we can see there. The posterior group here are served by the tibial division. So that's a 10,000 foot view of the nerves of the lower limb. I thank you for your time.